production will be. Your point of contact. Under no circumstances should you interact with Felix. And or what was that too? Felix wants you all to know that they are also here to make sure that you all have a great time. In fact, you will need to focus on the directors, presenters, and guest needs. Were you just here the whole time? Was wondering when we were going to get staged.
Okay. Okay, super proactive. Yes, that's super proactive. Yeah, sure, get my shit together. I'll get my shit together. You know what? We'll both get our shit together. Okay, I'm gonna take this.
Good evening, guests. 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 Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, guests. I'm Landis, the second assistant director. This is Felix, the first assistant director. Felix oversees the whole production, making sure everything runs smooth and not on greener time. I'll be your guide.
I can't believe you forget pronouns. Don't matter. You're not too dull for me. Go ahead.
That's right. I use she, her pronouns, and Felix uses they, them. My role today is to make sure you all have a great time. If you need anything, I'm your point of contact. Under no circumstances should you address Felix and or any other That's right, that too. Felix wants you all to know that they are also here to make sure that you all have a great time. But to do that, they're gonna have to focus on the directors and the presenters and the guests' needs. So as I was saying, under no circumstances should you interact with Felix, any other crew member, and especially do not address the director.
I got the call. We're ready. I see. Listen, you can do this. It's just an L.
Can I have the pen back?
You can have my pen. Or not.
It's bad. It's bad. Okay. This is like super exciting. We're about to head to the studio for the main experience. Yeah. So we're gonna do that. One more thing, this production is being recorded live from beginning to end, so you all are being filmed at this very moment. If you would like to not be broadcast or recorded, please make use of the masks provided. I doubt there'd be any issue with being recorded. You came to a taping of a TV show, so that wouldn't make any sense. Regardless, you've been warned. Please, no recordings of your own. Please make sure your phones, devices, watches, cameras, tablets, etc. are off or on airplane mode as we make our way to the studio. Thank you. Okay, and cell phones, they interfere with our sound recording. You don't want to be the demise or abortion of our show, do you? We may lose that right here soon anyways. I always feel like a condescending flight attendant when I have to announce these things. Does anyone have any questions at this point?
What was your name?
I'm Landis.
Landis. Thank you.
Thank you. What's your name?
I'm Aria.
So lovely to meet you. Does anyone else have any questions at this point? Really? All right then. There will be even more instructions when we get to the studio. Please follow me. So did you know this is an all-women's production studio? It's pretty amazing. Yeah, we were independent until recently, like 9 years ago. We syndicated with NBC. Yeah, we're this way. So yeah, they keep cutting our budgets and like, especially after that guy got hit by the light like 3 years ago and died. So that's actually how we ended up here. We had our first show here last night. It went okay. Yeah, and so we're all women. Are you excited to see Monroe?
Yes! Woo, Monroe!
You love Monroe?
So much!
Yeah, tell me what you love about Monroe.
Oh my gosh, Monroe just has the most amazing stage presence.
Yeah, yeah.
And Monroe's so funny.
Monroe is hilarious.
Oh my gosh, and Monroe's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, well, I would say handsome. We're all women except Monroe and the director, of course.
Of course, obviously.
All the other men you see around, they're unpaid interns, except for her. Her egg just cracked, like on Easter too. New meaning to the phrase, egg hunt, huh? She got promoted, of course. And yeah, I feel really close to you guys right now. She's just been on such a rampage. She slept with them. Yeah, the non-binaries, they get lumped as queer femme, you know, so they're paid.
Kind of wondering about Felix.
She just got promoted. Yeah, Felix gets paid for they, them. Well, hopefully we'll all get paid tonight, or except for the male interns. Anyways, but you guys hooked up, right? You and Clarabella.
You know,
Like 2 nights ago.
listen, we hung out.
Have you told your girlfriend?
She and I have an understanding.
But have you told her? Do you think she's told her? They've told her. Do you think they've told her girlfriend? Please tell me what your opinion is on this. We're friends, right?
You're working it out. Slowly but surely.
This is the control room. The director's in there. Please don't look in there. Don't look in the eyes. We're coming down the stairs now. Don't fall. Don't fall. Please be careful. Please. Be careful. Please take a seat in the risers behind you. You excited? Have you been to a live taping before? Have you watched one on TV?
Don't watch TV.
If you would, do you know which one would be your favorite?
I'm just not sure.
The answer's Monroe.
Monroe.
Thank you. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
On a scale of colors and odors.
Okay.
Odor colors, like synesthesia scale, please.
Chartreuse, and then bergamot.
Bergamot? Like is that the thing that's like Earl Grey?
It's close enough.
I feel so close to you guys. Oh, this is so great. I really needed a friend lately. So thanks.
That's why I'm here.
Really? Okay. All right, everyone. A few instructions for during the show. When you see these signs, I have a line. Act accordingly. No, please don't laugh at me. That's not the right. Fantastic. We're gonna get a brief sound check of your reactions. Can I get just like a quiet applause? Great. Now let's get a medium. Okay. Now let's get y'all going nuts. Wait, and here we laugh. Ha ha ha. Hopefully Monroe will say something funny when you see this time, and then it'll just make your jobs easier this time, you know? He's not really funny. Obviously, we'll need your silence when we see this on the screen. Don't mistake it for the laughter screen. We've had some awkward tapings in the past, and we'd like our fragile celebrities to return. Please, as a reminder, do not interact with the crew, guests, or directors. Please double check that your phones are off or are on airplane mode. I know I saw some of you didn't pull your phone out then, so please double check that they're off. That would be lovely. Great. The production is going to begin soon. If you have any more questions, come on, buddy.
What's that? Do you have a question? Yes, I did have a question.
Please wait.
Oh.
Ready, light check, striking.
Nothing to be done.
Margot, what are you doing?
Waiting?
Please don't touch anything. Sound check in 5.
Gogo, that's you, huh? What are you doing out here?
Help me.
Oh, it hurts.
It hurts.
No one ever hurts but you, huh? I don't count. I'd like to see what you have to say if you're in my shoes.
So why don't you help me?
You know, when I think about it, all these years, hard work, deprivation, Harvey, tiny bodies, method actors. My body as an instrument of their craft. Too much accent, Miss Bracht. Plastic face. But you, where would you be if it wasn't for me, huh? For the ones who came before? Or for the contacts in Daddy's phone? You'd be nothing more than a little heap of bones at this present moment. No doubt about it.
Is this a line from one of your last projects?
You'd make me laugh if it wasn't prohibited.
We've lost our rights?
Yeah, we got rid of them.
Wrong number.
Hold that one. Can you give it to me? Thank you. How are you today, Miss Bracht?
Clean my hands. Be careful.
Thank you.
I don't want to lose. I need help.
I'm here to help you.
Appreciate it, darling. You've been doing this for long?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Oh. I thought you were learning, but yeah, good. Good, you're doing great. You're doing great. Just
15 years.
nice.
Oh, thank you.
Who are you? Again, sorry.
My name is Landis. I'm the second assistant director.
Second?
I'm the second assistant director.
Who's the first?
That would be Felix.
Oh, and why is Felix not helping? I'm just curious.
He's helping Margot.
Oh. I thought the first assistant helped the stars. Huh?
To hide the cord.
Okay, I'll do it.
Can you speak ticket levels, please, Miss Bracht?
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Oh. Red leather, yellow leather. I'm not a dog.
Do it! Show her how it's done.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Do it one more time.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Thank you, Miss Bracht. Thank you. Margot.
Pity we don't have a bit of rope. 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 Pity we don't have a bit of. Pity we don't have a bit of rope. Pity we don't have a.
This end hurts more.
Pity we don't have a bit of rope. Pity we don't have a bit of rope. Pity we don't have a bit of rope. Pity we.
This is not what
Pity we
happened.
don't. Pity we don't have a bit of rope.
Is the director here? Are you first assistant? Is the director here? Oh my God.
Dee Dee, do you have any aspirin? I have a headache.
I have this.
Do you have anything to drink?
Like what?
Tequila. Vodka.
It's too expensive for our current host. Water?
I don't have any.
This thing. And you what?
You asked for water.
Oh, did I? Never mind, I'm not thirsty.
You're making my head hurt.
Ow, ow. So we're just waiting, huh? And where exactly is our wonderful host? Hello? Hello?
I don't know, Miss Brecht. We're still waiting. When he gets here, I'll direct you to go backstage.
You're not messing with that now, are you?
Do what? Did you know that my first gig was a music video? Boring. Hello. It's all turned off. Hello? Putz, grila, esse negócio aqui, gente. Muito, muito, muito amador, viu? Se fosse no Ida. Enfim, galera. Gente, puta que pariu. Vai começar esse trem ou o quê? Oh, look at me. Cute, huh? Gente do céu.
Miss Brecht, if we could have you not play that right now, please.
If we could have the show start, please.
Let's go ahead and test our promo playback.
This is exciting. What do we do now?
Wait,
Yeah, while waiting.
we could hang ourselves.
That would give us an erection.
An erection?
With all that follows, where it falls, mandrakes grow. That's why they shriek when you pull them up. Didn't you know that?
Let's hang ourselves immediately.
From above? I wouldn't trust it.
We can always try.
Go ahead.
After you.
No, after you.
Why me?
Because you're lighter than I am.
Wait, just so.
I don't understand.
Use your intelligence, can't you?
I remain in the dark.
This is how it is. The bow. The bow. Use your head, can't you?
You're my only hope.
Go-go, light. Bow not break. Go-go dead. Didi, heavy. Bow break. Didi alone.
I hadn't thought of that.
If it hangs you, it'll hang anything.
Am I heavier than you?
So you tell me. I don't know. There's an even chance. Or nearly.
What do we do now?
Don't let's do anything. It's safer.
Yeah, let's wait and see what he says.
Who?
Godo.
Good idea.
Let's wait and see where we stand.
Come on. Got to do the mic check.
Are we
More
starting?
mic check. More. No, thank you. I'll get that when I'm ready.
You again, huh? Your thing is open. Minha Nossa Senhora, me dê paciência, me dê paciência, muita paciência.
Here, no, you're not doing it right.
Nada
Excuse
tá
you.
funcionando aqui. Nada tá funcionando aqui. Oh my God. Quanta falta de profissionalismo. É assim. Vergonhoso.
Can I get that water
Desculpa,
now?
gente. Desculpa se eu convidei qualquer pessoa aqui. Porque, né? Cada uma. Gente, quem contratou essas pessoas? Ai, ai. Eu devia ter começado há muito tempo. Eu não sou paga o suficiente para isso. Eu não curto isso. Eu não pedi água, gata. Eu não
I
quero
don't
água.
understand your language.
Clearly. Eu não te pedi essa água, porra. Caralho, velho. Puta que pariu.
Did you kick her? You're
Maybe.
supposed to.
Gente, olha isso aqui. Olha o perigo dessa porra. Duvido que vai ter uma banda aqui. Eu acho que isso aqui é só cenário. Ai, ai, falta de profissionalismo. Uma budget muito barata. Sometimes I feel it coming all the same. Oh, and then I go all queer. How shall I say? Relieved, and at the same time, appalled. Appalled. Hi. Oh, God. Funny.
Wrong number.
Nothing to be done.
I have an idea. Let me try your shoes.
Absolutely not. Your shoes are big. I don't want you stretching my out. They cost a lot of money, you know? More than your salary.
They're not that big. Come on. I can't be barefoot when Monroe gets here.
Here. Sit here. He won't be able to see your hobbit foot from here.
Well, I suppose I can sit here while we wait. What are we waiting for?
Monroe?
Who is Monroe?
You don't know. Quanta ignorância, meu Deus. This is his show. This is his desk.
This is Monroe's.
What is?
This desk.
What about it?
It's Monroe's.
So it is. What's your point?
Well, I can't sit at Monroe's desk.
Why not?
Well, it must be awfully important to have a mic like that. Pretty.
Margot, don't touch that microphone.
I'm not all that important yet.
Or ever. You are a woman.
You're an old woman.
Invisible. I'm tired.
Oh, this is not good. That desk belongs to him.
Morrow!
Oh, man.
Have you heard of any other kind of late night talk show host?
She's young. She dreams.
If I were to dream, why would the world be like this? A girl once wrote on her school desk, if there were dreams to come true, why is it that we are still waiting for the man to come tell us what to do? The girl sat alone during lunch. Wake up, child! You are sitting in the spot of an idea that won't die, because it was planted in the dirt of those that came before him to consume your brain, body, and emotions. She could see herself as in the future. If you were to sit there, you would have to play by their rules. Use their voices. Speak from the male point of view. Oh, but don't be too masculine, no. You've heard this speech before. Long before Barbie, or Gloria, or Monroe. The Maryland one. She knew her ideas were those of young minds, and they were bound to grow stale. It's been said before, but such messages can't make it past the audio system of this system where the only language available is the one created by them. There's no translation available when the mother tongue was created by the sons of the earth. You can't create a new language to express an idea that's never been told when the idea of language itself is so intrinsically connected to the violence of male insecurity, fragility of the ego. She walked home with the desire to maintain at least one thought alive for the rest of her life. As I talk and listen, I feel like a TikTok narrator, speaking words that do not belong to me. And I'm reminded of the reasons I do not speak. I very carefully chose this position so that I could just repeat someone else's ideas. Schedule time. Survive. Repeat. 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 She took out her phone to make a note of it. Do not mention dreams. Do not ask questions. Do not interrupt. Do not sit in the man's seat. Get up. Get up. As per your contract, you, an actress, may not question your duties. You shall maintain your guts sucked in, your eyes bright and happy, your feet small, your voice tender, your nose clean unless otherwise directed, and the list goes on. You must accept less. Keep waiting. Fingers crossed that in 200 years, the gap will close, and then maybe, you may demand more. Before the note was written, she stepped in a puddle. Shoes and socks wet. She could not keep going. Here. This is your signature. This is what you've chosen. This was your choice. So he said, the contract has been signed. The show must go on.
Oh, this is not. This is your signature.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You did sign it.
She became the puddle.
Yeah, it's her signature. So pretty, exquisite handwriting. Oh, let me see it.
She became the puddle.
What's you?
Oh, you are all sellouts!
As an apple baby.
She could feel the sun sucking the life out of her.
My head hurts. I'm tired.
And then it rained.
To do that easier. You just know what you have to do to make me know. Felix? Miss Monroe, your glasses.
You know, do you know my name?
You're sitting in the desk. I got confused. Thank you.
Yeah.
Come on, let's do the thing. Okay, say something nice.
What's your name again?
Landis? Oh, it's not it.
What do you want me to say?
Just anything nice about a positive affirmation that will help me.
Landis thinks Sadie is awesome, so I do appreciate that thought. Landis is good.
Can I borrow your shoes?
Here, take this. You get used to it.
I think I can feel it.
And now she surrenders. Good girl.
What do we do now?
We wait.
For what?
For Monroe.
Why?
Because this is his show.
Why should I care?
You want to get paid, don't you?
We're getting paid to be here?
When he shows up,
Do you think he'll show up?
it wouldn't be a show without him.
I hope there's a show. I need to get paid.
Now you're getting it.
I'm putting myself in your shoes.
Enjoy it.
I can feel it coming. The future. It all happens in cycles. Repetition. They say we've been pursuing equality since ancient Greece. Yeah, maybe before, if we took the time to study other people's cultures, places where colonist patriarchy hadn't yet reached. We've been trying. Speaking, begging, crying, dying, it all comes back to the same place. Me too. Look at today. What do you see? Remember these words. Remember that I was here just a minute ago with all my hopes for something more, something better, more kind, more just. You are watching as I let go. I become puddle. I accept the contract.
Miss Brecht, Margot, Monroe called in. Apparently, he's no longer taking me to Turks and Caicos. He's taking his wife and children. Anyways, he won't be making it in today. He expects you back tomorrow, same time, for the taping.
We are still both under contract.
Sorry, everyone. Apparently, I needed to make an entrance. I forgot my mic. Hi, thank you for visiting our coming to see our show. This is the last night of the Midnight Show with Monroe. I hope you've enjoyed it. I am Jay Scarborough. I am one of the 3 producers on the show. We also have Severine Gardner and Zach Lehman. And then for our cast here tonight, who I am eternally grateful for bringing these characters to life, we've got Shoshi, with a long name that I cannot pronounce. I'm sorry. Shoshi, who is Felix. Isabel Nixon Klein, who is Margot. Moema Uman as Sadie. And then we have Veronica as Landis. So this, I guess, is the last portion of the show. It's a little bit of a treat that we saved for the end, just to give a Q&A and give you an opportunity to ask questions and interact with us. Just as a way to get started, somebody asked about script writing and inspiration as an example last night. And I'm hoping somebody out there has some questions for us. We could talk all night, I'm sure, but we'd rather interact with you and hear what your thoughts are and what you have to say. So if there are any questions, the floor is open.
I'm curious, yes. I'm curious about sort of the rehearsal process with sort of the huge, walk down the hallway and intro section in the whole bit. Like, how did you do that? Did you have like people there to practice on, or was it just sort of a thing you thought about?
No, we did run through rehearsals and practice it. The inclusion of the camera and the audio equipment was late. That was this week, so we ran through some run-throughs with that. The producers acted as the audience in that situation, and we generated questions and gave feedback and stuff like that, but it was really just a whole lot of, okay, we're going to start at this point. You get here, we'll get staged, and then just give the cue, action, and then just keep walking through it and doing it over and over and over again until we felt comfortable with it. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, no, it does. Thank you.
Awesome. Any other questions?
All right. So many. I just found out about the show last night, and I only came because my friends were in it. I had no idea what this was. What is this? What did I just watch?
That is awesome. So what we've done is we've taken Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot, and it inspired us to look at free will and autonomy and sexism in this industry, and we wanted to adapt it in a way that kind of explored that lack of free agency, and then in addition to that, the absurdity of just choices that we make as human beings when we're left to our own devices. And I mean, for example, it's kind of absurd that this in our modern era is reflective of the industry. We really wanted to communicate about that. But really, when we came up with this, we were looking, and I'll pass the mic back to Zach, who was the initial idea, and then to Severine, who added a lot to it. But really, we were just trying to come up with an idea of something to do, that we could use all of this equipment in this space that could demonstrate the skills that we've learned and kind of challenge ourselves. Like I said, I'll pass it back to Zach. It's a very simple story, but a good one about why we chose Waiting for Godot. Yeah, I am. I'm sorry, I'm very slow at this. But I wanted to get to the heart of the question, which was, what is this, right? Because it's kind of billed as a late night show, but then you come in and it's not a late night show. It's more of like this scripted production in the vein of Waiting for Godot. And we just really wanted to play around with you guys and just see what we could come up with and how we could make that work. So it's some kind of amalgamation between a late night show, play, philosophical commentary on Hollywood, all of that stuff. And with that, I'll pass it back to Zach so somebody else can take the mic. The one person who doesn't want it.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. What am I answering?
Oh, what is this? Like, so we started with Waiting for Godot, right? Like,
Right.
What was the...
Right. Okay, cool. I'm there now. Okay. Yeah. So initially, I proposed an idea to do Waiting for Godot, but I wanted to do a version of it where there's two college students at Douglas Fir University trying to apply for media classes, but the college has cut all the media classes, and they're waiting for more media classes. That might be calling out somewhere, but yeah, and then I think Jay and Severine wanted to use more of the spaces, which, yeah, was very cool. That was my initial idea. Yay.
I just wanted to overcomplicate it. Yeah, I liked this idea, but I felt like it was too minimal for what we had access to in these spaces. We also kind of got a talking to about like the angle of saying that like there's no funding for media when we actually do have pretty good endowments for this. We just don't have a lot of curriculum for it. So we pivoted. But yeah, we chose Hollywood as the context because we're media interns and this the industry that we would hope to break into. So it made a lot of sense. I feel like you came up with the idea of like, what if it's a late night talk show? And then like, I just kind of ran with it from there. What else, man?
Any other questions?
Yeah, questions.
How did you all meet?
Oh, the talking stick.
Yeah, how did you all meet in order to start the show?
It was random because we were selected for our positions. I'm the audio intern, Jay is the producer intern, and Zach is the video intern. And we all were hired separately. And then we just kind of all got to meet each other and we're like, hey, what's up?
Hired by the college?
What?
Hired by the college?
Yeah, hired by the program, the Evergreen Media Arts Intern Program. I did it. Yeah, and then we spent the first quarter working together on a lot of productions for the college, and just like getting really familiar with the spaces and all the equipment and each other, honestly. Yeah.
And then we also have actors.
Oh, and the actors, we did a casting call, essentially. And who's first on board?
First on board, I think, was Isabel.
Yeah, we had assisted on a different production where Isabel was acting, and we reached out and were like, hey, we need an actor. And then she was, perfect for the role. And I feel like maybe at that point we approached Moema, who is a producer here at Evergreen. And she's a new hire, so she hadn't had a lot of like stuff going on, so we were like, can you help us? She has a ton of experience in this field, and so we just mined her for everything. We also just happened to see her reel, and we were like, oh, you act too. Interesting. But we are incredibly grateful and thankful that she signed on to work with us because she helped us. We're all learning as we go as part of the intern program. We're just figuring it out, and because it's a scholastic environment. And she really helped us with like how to set up all the schema behind the scenes. She also contributed a ton to our script. Jay sort of wrote our skeleton, and Moema took all of our discussions and really fleshed it out, and then I edited it down. And she lended her acting, and we really appreciate it. And then I feel like, yeah, we got Veronica next. Perfect for the role. Wonderful. I'm so glad. And we got Shoshi to do that incredible monologue, which was a lot of memorizing and a lot of movement. And I appreciate all you guys. You brought a lot of fun to it. So more questions.
Thanks, Takaji.
Hello. In addition to this being a live production, I believe it is also going to be a video. Could you talk about how you're going to translate what we saw today into a film type environment, and then how you might distribute it so that we all can enjoy our cameos?
All right, yeah. So after this wraps, starting sometime next week, we'll go to work on post-production for it. And I guess the packaging for that will be creating a more scripted type intro. I don't know if you were all part of the live audience tonight, so you probably didn't get to see that. If you were at home or watched it last night or watched it while you were in the lobby, there are no opening credits or anything like that. So we'll probably add a little bit to that to it. I don't know if you were able to, if you really noticed or not, but everything that was streamed online was cut up on these monitors. And effectively what we'll do, we've isolated every camera feed and every audio feed, and we will go through, we will watch what we've done, and then we will make choices about, what worked, what didn't work, what we'd like to see different, and then we'll just start playing with those camera and audio feeds. For distribution, it will be on YouTube. I'm not sure what the public set, whether it's going to be set to public or not. I haven't really given a whole lot of thought to that part. I was really just trying to get through the last 2 nights. But we will have a screening at somewhere toward the end of the quarter. I don't know if it's necessarily something that will be open to the public. That particular audience member happens to be our faculty sponsor for this internship, Julie Russo. So Julie, you will likely be there. And then as far as everyone else, you know what? That is a great point, and I will work on getting something out to the public, or maybe just, changing our settings to public on YouTube so that you can find this. Another way, that aside, not the finished final video that we're going to produce, but these live broadcasts, if you would like to watch them, they are available still from any of the live links, even though the live show is over. So that still exists out there if you wanted to go back and watch these. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Next.
Thank you. The set is really beautiful, and I was just wondering who created and designed it.
I am so thankful that you asked. It was all Dave Crampton. No, I'm just kidding.
Dave Crampton facilitated and helped enormously. We cannot, shirk his name on that. But me.
You did an amazing job.
Thank you. Yeah, they let me have free reign. I kind of just went off.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I designed this all from the ground up. Obviously, I didn't construct everything. I do not know how to use tools. Jay did a lot of the construction. I mean, he made this kidney-shaped stage because what we're sitting on just here is the same thing that you guys are sitting on. And then Jay built out these wooden bits. Jay and Zach and Dave also constructed this background, but I painted the entire thing myself. I had never done a mural before, and I have now. And then I drew out the letters, but Jay cut them out, and then Dave, Jay, and Zach helped string them up and string up the background. I made that by hand, but with trash. A lot of this set is recycled bits from old productions. We have promised Dave to make new flats at some point before the internship is over. Yeah, that's bits of like foam board that were left over, and then the background of it came from one of the O's. And then I painted it and I cut it all out, and yeah. Yeah, I designed the logo. Jay had the wherewithal to have them printed on shirts, though, because I feel like they add to it. What else is in the set? I made those bandstands which look like headstones. But like, I feel like this play explores death, so it's fine. Yeah, and then we coordinated with the furniture wrangler on campus to provide us this couch from another building, this desk from somewhere else. Dave Crampton made this modesty panel on there for us to make that Hobbit feet joke play. What? Oh yeah, the Photoland, wonderful Photoland, printed all of our flyers out for us, and
then the second thing is what makes it possible to see all of this, and that's the lighting.
oh, the lighting! All this wonderful lighting design is also Zach. And he's handling all the cinematography, and we'll probably be doing a lot of the editing. I am not great at Premiere. Anything else about that? Any other questions about the set, I guess? Cool. Any other questions in general? Also cool. Okay.
You two could do a wacky show next year as one of the Evergreen Media Arts interns. Check the catalog.
This is true. It is open. And on that note, if you would like any of us, if there are any faculty out there and would like us to speak to your classes about the internship, we'd love to. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mo. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I think we forgot this last night too, the crew. There is a production crew behind this that is running the audio, the video. They've taken over directing for us up there right now. There's a technical director at the switcher, a remote camera operator. There are a lot of people behind the scenes that you see wearing these shirts, and we are eternally grateful to them. They are students just like we are, and they're working really hard to advance their skill set, and I am really impressed with what they were able to do for us. So I'd like to give a round of applause for our crew. And with that, if there are no other questions, then that will conclude our show, and you are all free to return home until you come back for the next one. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and strike the overhead fluorescents for you. Striking.